Welcome to Beer Net Radio. Listen to on every continent except Antarctica. B-E-E-R-R-N-E-T.
Beer.
Beer Net Radio.
Well, hello from sunny San Diego. Oh, you're not listening. There you are.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, isn't it nice to be you?
I know. It is nice. Flying private, getting here, having the whole staff wait outside like a Downton Abbey episode, lined up. Yes, Melige.
Still
So glad
pushing
you're
out
here.
newsletters.
Yeah. Well, I'm
It's
glad
a
y'all are
far-
back working.
I will say it's a far cry from the canned pork and beans Harry usually eats every night.
Yeah. Well, okay. Looks like they're already on. We're ready to let them in.
All right.
Jen, did you do some shopping? Is that what I heard for the summit?
I did. So
Did you get some clothes?
I got some. Well, we can talk about it later, but I did rent the runway actually this time, but I bought them shoes though.
All right.
The
Jen
shoes
was-
is kind of my trademark, so I had to make sure those were on fleek.
Jen
No.
was camping out there this morning.
Oh yeah. First in line.
Can you believe those lazy bastards don't open till 10 a.m.?
I
was
know.
there at 9 and I was like, well, must be nice to
They
just
wouldn't,
roll out of bed at 9.
They wouldn't last in the beer industry. That's for damn sure.
That's
9, 10 o'clock. It's ridiculous.
10 o'clock. Neiman's doesn't even open till 11.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The baker's hours, we call it. Well, I'm glad you got your shoes because everybody's waiting to see what you're going to wear on your feet because that is your trademark. So, and Jordan, I don't mean to one up you, man, but Melissa got me some Adidas that were talk about on fleek. Yeah. So you better bring your A game, buddy, if you want to
wear
play.
sneakers?
I'm wearing sneakers with my suit. I think that's acceptable. The COVID, everything's out the window. No rules.
Okay, I'll have fresh sneakers to wear with my suit.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. We'll see what kind of game you bring, but bring your A game, buddy. You're in the big leagues now. All right.
You got it.
Quit being a big. We'll edit that. We'll edit that in post.
Yeah,
That was,
okay.
that was a little aggressive.
Just a tiny bit.
I mean, it was needless. It didn't have to happen. I'm sorry, Jordan. All right. Let's we got some Austin people. I like Austin people. They're my people. Austin people are my people.
Austin.
Because you know why, Jen?
Why?
I like to keep it weird. It's the way I roll. I'm a weirdo. Keeping it real lame is how I do it. That's how we do it down in San Antonio. Is it Jeana or Jeana?
Jeana, hi, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Jeana. This is Jeana Harrington. And we have on the line here, Jeana, Jordan Driggers and Jenn Litz-Kirk, our editors. So thank you for being on Beer Net Radio. You have finally hit the pinnacle of your career, I'm sure.
All over now. Thank you.
All downhill now.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen to on iPhones on toilets all across America. Okay, so you guys are largest independent seltzer maker based in Austin. You've got a new variety pack coming out. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got here.
Sure. Well, it's been a long road. We're about 5.5 years in as a brand. We launched back in 2016. Originally as a sparkling cocktail, just because the word seltzer only existed in Massachusetts, and that was out of the neck of our woods in Austin, Texas. And a couple pivots in, we've got the product that we have now, which is 100-calorie all natural spike seltzer. Austin is our home, and we've been based there since inception. We've got a team across the eastern United States that we've been building out and growing. We're in the process of expanding nationally, and and our new release, Keep It Weird, is really why I'm here today to talk to you all. I think it's really our homage to Austin, and something that can translate to people who like to keep it weird and think independently across America as well.
Okay. And so that, I mean, keep it weird is obviously, Austin's unofficial motto, and whereas, San Antonio is keep it lame. And, but Jen's in Austin and I'm in San Antonio. So it's a constant culture war here at this company. But do a lot of your sales center around Central Texas, or you talked about going nationally, but what's the makeup there?
So Texas will always, has been and I think always will be our biggest market. Central Texas, Austin area with our amazing wholesaler Brown distributing has always been a top market for us. And, Texas has grown even in our 5th year, we're around 30% growth across the state. And then we're in 27 markets across the Eastern United States. Otherwise, we're also shipping to Grand Cayman and to Puerto Rico and soon to Southern America and abroad further this year. But our top markets kind of span across the Eastern United States, Florida,
Yeah.
Ohio. It's not really, we do well in the Southeast because we started early in the Southeast in our footprint. My distribution kind of strategy has always been to focus around buyer regions and pockets and fill those out and then move on to the next. And during COVID, we definitely limited our expansion, tempered it just because we needed to get our supply chain under control. But, we've always had interest, we're just, exports beat our door down all the time. And, if we can find a partner that we love and work well with, we're going to take advantage of it. So that's what we're doing now.
And are you imminently opening the rest of the states? Did you say? You said you're going national. How soon do you expect that to happen?
So it's, like I said, it's kind of a region by region rollout. So right now we're, my strategy has also always been to kind of avoid the giant metro areas just because I've worked extensively in Chicago and New York. I'm not trying to compete with Patron and Don Julio, right? And you need a lot of money to be able to support those markets. So we'll be launching Chicago land at the end of February, early March. And that's because we've surrounded Chicagoland with great wholesalers. We've set up all the chains. We have great data to show buyers in Chicago. We've got the funds and the people support to be able to support the market. So that's one of the rollouts. We are also launching with Arizona, with Hensley in Arizona at the end of February, early March. And that'll be our first step into the Southwestern United States. We had a key buyer very interested in expanding Mighty Swell out there. And that's why we're going.
Got it. Can you share? I mean, so I have a few things to ask. You're relatively new to the company, right? I mean, you came on in the last year or two, or how did that happen?
So I'm one of the original employees, but my job has changed so many times. That's probably why you see that. I've been CEO since August. I took over operations and led sales starting last summer. Before that, I led sales at our company for a couple of years. And before that, I was chains and brought in a lot of our big chain companies that we partner with now. And then, back in the day when I joined, I was Tennessee in the Southeast just because there were only a couple of us back then.
Got it. And so why, last I talked to you guys, I think John Beal was heading the company. So did you take over for him? Is he still at the company? How did that all happen?
Yep, he transitioned out. It was really about, the next stage of growth of our company. I have a lot of operations experience and it's been, it's like wartime COVID supply chain out here. So, getting that under control, like once I took over operations, really my first step was to professionalize the department and build it out. So made some key hires from Anheuser-Busch in supply chain and another hire in procurement. So we've got a great ops team built out and, they're the ones who have, helped create Keep It Weird and have it launch on time. So that was really it, professionalizing the different departments outside of sales while, getting our capital raise done on time.
Got it. And as Harry said earlier, you guys are like one of the top or the top independent hard seltzer brands. Where do you fit in the echelon of how big you are? I mean, I think in 2020, you guys hit the 500,000 case mark. Can you share your volume projections now?
We're projecting, close to 20 million in sales over the next year. We're not, we didn't have we released a new variety pack this time last year. really didn't see any cannibalization. We feel like we had two different drinkers of those packs. Keep It Weird will be incremental growth for us, but we've also, thankfully, we met all of our obligations. We made everything we said we were going to make last year. No obsolescence problems or inventory or those types of problems. So we have the ability to make all of the product that we need, which is an important part of this. And then the incremental growth from our existing markets, adding the new markets, and then the Keep It Weird growth.
I just want to show these cans. So I got a preview and I have to say, so Rocket Pop, Purple Magic, Pink Colada. There's no more Tiger's Blood because I drank it all.
But I'm prepared to offer it as a demonstration. Yeah.
That packaging is
cool.
packaging is bomb.
It is.
I'm sure you're glad to hear that from a 53-year-old white guy. But that is so cool. And that's kind of what your game is that you're not coming out with lemon lime and you're not coming out with raspberry like everybody else. Tell us a little bit about your flavors.
So thank you for saying that. It was really, this time every year we kind of begin our innovation process, and we ideate and throw ideas against the wall of flavors and concepts and pack types, and try to come up with not just like a hit track, but a best-selling album kind of thing. So really that started with a bunch of fruit flavors. Like I heard acai one too many times. I think I freaked out and started yelling, and really it was just about, with our
Well, it's a super fruit.
It is. Thank you.
I have no idea what that means. It's a super fruit. It must be good for you.
But the point was, we have tried to make the best in class flavor we can. Our cans are fruit names. They have pieces of fruit on top. We've done the best. We've done it, right? So what could we do to really push the envelope? And my agenda with Keep It Weird was, I wanted something that wasn't a fruit name. I wanted a concept. I wanted something that was topical. You don't see the word straw. You don't wake up and see news about strawberry, right? Like strawberry isn't a thing in the news. So what types of thing could we do to get, to have actual discussions about our product? And that's, Keep It Weird itself was, our homage to Austin, but also just to independent people. Keep It Weird is our scream into the void of, like you said, black cherry, lemonade, hard tea, and now for this year, margarita. So we really do want to be considered a leading innovator in this category, and our goal is not to replicate anyone. As far as flavors, if you want to walk through the ideas of those, or
I'd love to know how you.
And Jordan, I think I stepped on you. You were going to ask a question earlier, so
that happens a bunch.
Sorry, man. When you're the youngest on the call, it just,
you kind of answered it. And my question was just going to be, the trick to keeping these variety packs incremental, because in broad seltzer, it seems like every time someone releases a variety pack, it's just eating out of the one before it.
Yeah, you all did a good article about that recently, and with original, we call it our OG variety pack. That was Southern staples, stone fruits, country. If you bring, I have friends in California that are like, peach, why? And then but in Tennessee and Georgia, they're like, you nailed peach, right? So it's a regional thing. With the Tropic Edition, that was more for the beach goers and the city dwellers, and then with Keep It Weird, we, as a category, we had a lot of, like I said, obsolescence and missed forecasts and earnings reports last year. And maybe that's because everybody made lemonade. So, I mean, it's not just that, seltzer isn't dying, it's growing. And the data supports that new people are coming into the category all the time, but we've got to sustain the people that are already drinking seltzer as well. So Keep It Weird is really trying to get new seltzer drinkers, but keep our current drinkers interested.
And we would love to walk through the flavors too, because
okay. Well, I'll say, so the agenda outside of don't name it a fruit, I had was, our boom time, like everyone else's in the seltzer world, is Memorial Day to Labor Day. So I just kept saying America in a can, like give me America in a can. And to make it topical and relevant, we've got Elon Musk moving to town in Austin. So we basically did, an adult spin on a bomb pop, which of course we can't call popsicle because we would get sued and go bankrupt. But so this is Rocket Pop. I love how, Jen, I don't know if you have the wrapped sample cans, but we just brewed and finished this, and it's rolling out. It went into the first store in Austin today, but you can see how the silver comes through on the can and it sparkles and everything. It's great. But
That's cool.
yeah, but everything like to the copy on the side of the can about billionaires and astronauts is really just, keeping it weird, keeping it topical. Space travel is an interest in our company and interest everywhere. And we've also got, our two top markets, Texas and Florida, have NASA. It's relevant to us. It's not just a strawberry flavor. So that's Rocket Pop. The second one that really came out, my director of innovation and our head brewer, Andrea, and I are both from the South and wanted to make a legal appropriate purple drink, basically. Ode to 3-6 Mafia and Southern Rap. But we wanted to make it elevated. We wanted to make it, kind of reminiscent of grape soda and your youth, but not that weird Concord grape, sweet, gross kind of thing. So our Purple Magic has grape, but it also has boysenberry and blueberry as well to kind of round out and balance it. And then next came along was Tiger's Blood. It does have strawberry in it, but you will see it's a tiger, not a strawberry this time. It's modeled after the popular snow cone flavor of your youth. So strawberry, watermelon, and coconut. And it's Lunar New Year. It's the year of the tiger. Tigers are absolutely everywhere right now. I got a Lululemon subscription. Tyler, the creator, just was walking around in a tiger jacket. Like it's topical. It's relevant. And in addition, we have so many schools within our footprint that have the tiger, whether you're a Bengal or a Go Tiger, this is something that's school pride as well. And then Jen, you showed off the pink colada, and that's really just, we all need a vacation. And I wasn't totally into like doing an RTD-ish cocktail thing, but it just tasted so good in the end that I was like, yeah, we do have to make it. The key change here is the piña to pink, because we use pink pineapples for the product. That's why I've got a pink pineapple on the top. But yeah,
That's cool. I noticed. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was just going to ask real quick, do they have a color to them too?
they do not.
Okay.
We colored the product back in 2016, 2017, and ultimately took it away. But it's funny, like the fad now with the draft and everything is
Right.
to color the product again. It's not out of the question, and we have been doing some keg tests, so it may be that we add some color to those. But yeah, right now it's clear.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it only makes sense when it's on draft, because not many people are pouring it out into a glass out of the can. I have no idea if this Celsius has color in it or not. It has, it's sparkling Fuji apple pear. Not bad. I don't say so myself. I noticed that you have a non-alc style nutrition panel on your cans. And what kind of information are you giving out there?
That's something that we rolled out with back in the Seltzer olden days. So, kind of as a response to Not Your Father's and who knows what the heck's in that, right? We wanted to be very transparent about the brand. Even when we had more calories and more juice content, we had the nutritional label. But we've got the carbs on there. It's 100 calories overall. It's 3 grams of carbs. All of them come from fruit juice. We don't add any Splenda or fake sweeteners or cane sugar to the product.
Okay, cool.
I'm curious, how powerful a calling card is Austin in other markets, right? Like, do you guys bank on that to a certain degree, or does it have to stand alone besides that in your other markets?
It's different everywhere. There's, like you said, that San Antonio versus the Austin, right? There's the Austin versus the Texas, and the Texas versus the Tennessee, and it's off and on everywhere depending on the buyer, the consumer. But Austin is our home. Most of our people most of our departments are headquartered there. Most of our board and our investors live in Austin or Central Texas. So it is like endemic to our culture, and it kind of reflects the vibe that our whole team has. But Keep It Weird is definitely us leaning more into Austin. we'll be having our first launch party ever in 5.5 years at Native on the 25th. Don't worry, you're invited. I think you're going to invite later today. So yeah, and we'll be selling tickets on Eventbrite as well. But we're having Rex Hamilton is the amazing artist that helped us do the kind of the horizon and the clouds on the back of the pack and the can. And he's going to be doing the mural that we have currently along the highway. And so, yeah, we are going to be leaning more into the Austin vibe, especially as we expand west. There's a lot of keep it weird cities out there, whether it's Asheville or Boulder or Seattle. It's something a lot of people find appealing.
I mean, is there anybody that's not moving to Austin? I mean, I love Austin. I went to UT. I have two sons that live there, and one's in real estate. And I'm like, so what do you do? And he goes, Dad, I just cash checks. I think I don't know. It's just so easy.
Provide
And
and yeah, cash.
Yeah, happy for him. But yeah, it's just it's too much for me as I get old. But I love it anyway. Who does own the company? What can you get into just a little bit of? Is it private equity or just private people?
Yeah, it's we're in the middle of a capital raise right now, so it'll adjust slightly, but there aren't any big surprises out there other than we're expecting to close the round with the maximum amount of money that we wanted to raise, which maybe I'll come back and we can talk about that in a month or two. But all in all, there's a couple of investors own around 10-15% of the company, and they have seats on the board, but it's a lot of private families, groups together funding the company. There's no giant private equity company invested in Mighty Swell at this time, or any strategic partner at all.
Right. Okay. And if the capital round goes through, then that's to fund expansion plans. You kind of mentioned going national, and of course that takes cash.
More of this keep it weird fund. At extent, we're building, like I said, we're professionalizing our departments now. So we're bringing on a VP of marketing this quarter, a VP of finance. We've already got Andrew installed since last summer when we built out the operations team. So just more leadership at the company, and then coverage for out west and filling in the pockets of the Eastern United States that we need to.
And getting Elon Musk to that launch party, right?
Elon Musk at all costs.
And Elon Musk, Joe Rogan.
The whole raise is going to that. Actually, they don't know it yet. I'm going to be fired in March 26th, but that's what the raise is going to.
Oh, cool. Well, you can bank on old man Harry for making the drive.
All right.
If I do get the invite. Jen, you gonna meet me there?
Jeana, don't invite him. I'll
come on.
Don't invite him.
I'll be on my best behaviors.
Definitely don't invite him.
It is keep it weird dress required. So
well, I'm in then. Yeah. I mean, look at me.
That's no problem.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem.
Start planning. Maybe you don't have to plan. Maybe you just have to go to your closet. So yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing blue glasses, and guess what? We were looking through an InStyle magazine. Blue glasses are in.
You got the purple magic going on too. Absolutely.
Damn right I do.
Yeah.
Damn right. I am on fleek, as the kids say. All right. Well, Jeana, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be on. I think this is exciting. I love independent entrepreneurs making it happen. And it sounds like you guys got a real niche, a real unique proposition that's not the same old that a lot of other folks are doing. So I wish you the best of luck. And we'll have you back on after your round and see what's going there.
Yeah, let's party on March 25th for sure.
Maybe I'll bring my mic.
Jordan, you can come too. We weren't excluding you.
Thank you, Jeana. I appreciate it.
Jordan's not old enough to drink.
Oh, okay. All right. We will be.
Actually,
not true.
He'll have a baby by then, so he won't be let out of the house probably. But we'll try and get him out for that.
We'll see.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for drinking beer and seltzer, Spike Seltzer, Mighty Swell, beautiful packaging. Haven't had the liquid yet, but I look forward to it in March. So thank you, Jeana, for being on, and we'll catch you down the road.
All right. Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah.